All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics. Set to match up between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Ardarius Stewart now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Found his target, it's Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Jets. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Detroit!
Now it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Complete to the right. This is Garcon. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll try and punch it in with Corral. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's in! Touchdown, Jets! Pierre Garcon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Darnold now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Detroit! On 1st and 10, Lang buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Lang escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun on third down. Lang over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay then.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Lang. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. We have hit half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll escape to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And an alley to run. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he stopped immediately there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Lang throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
No, check, Patriot.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again. Lang. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone.
Again, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having a game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing again is Darnold. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front. Big defense.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Pierre Garçon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Off the play fake. Lang. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. 20. Oh, he's hit. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Barkley. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help. No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking. On second down, here's Barkley. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Looking to throw. Lang forced that. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards.
Brandon, that tackle right there, that might have just saved the ball game.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Bye.